You're here with F5. We're at Red Hat Summit 2023. I'm actually joined by Michael Kennedy from Arctiq. Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing great today. Thanks for asking, Boo.
Awesome. What's your role at Arctiq?
I am a VP of Solutions for Arctiq. I help Arctiq position solutions and services in a sales process and see the projects through to delivery.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. So you're at Red Hat Summit. Is this your first Red Hat Summit, or have you been to a few of them?
I've been to a few in the past, pre-COVID. This is my first Red Hat Summit post-COVID.
Okay, awesome. How are you finding this week then? Any notable stuff you've come across?
It's really exciting. I love the activity here, the energy. I love seeing people continue to derive value out of open source solutions. And there's a lot of talk about really interesting things. Of note that I've really enjoyed today is talk about sustainability and using Red Hat's Kepler for understanding your energy usage within your Kubernetes platform.
Wow.
And there's a couple of exhibitors here that are talking about low power solutions with ARM processors. There's a manufacturer over in the corner there that has some really cool solutions for hyperscalers. Yeah. Not a problem everybody has, but interesting stuff.
Yeah, interesting. Do you think that's kind of the stuff that you guys will be implementing in the near future then?
Well, we've always had an eye on sustainability. It's not a focal point of our practice, but when customers have sustainability issues, we'd love to talk to them about the possible solutions there. Yeah. We don't have a product in market for that, but always welcome the conversation. Most of our sustainability discussion so far has been more about ephemeral environments for development. So having pipelines that stand up the test environments and then shut them down once all the testing's done. And that adds to the sustainability story for a lot of customers.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. So with Arctiq, you guys have been actually a longtime F5 partner. I've seen you guys work on a number of projects with F5 before in my previous role. What kind of stuff are you guys working on these days with customers?
Well, there's a lot of different aspects to what we do, but all of it's around driving excellent developer experience. We focus our efforts on ensuring that developers get the platform that they need and the automation to speed up their innovation cycles. As they have new ideas, they want to run experiments, we want to make sure they can do it as quickly as possible. So we're working with companies like GitLab and GitHub as an example to have the SCM right at the front end. And then we do the platform engineering and automation and DevOps processes to help drive that software straight to production, including automation on platforms like F5.
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. When you guys are doing projects like that, do you involve the developers right away? Do they already come to you with like a wish list of stuff that they want that they're not getting from the platform ops team?
Yeah, if we're consulting with an organization that wants to improve the developer experience, one of the first things we do is try to understand what their workflow is. We tend to be quite opinionated about what's missing from the workflow, what could be added. If there's any manual elements, we like to take a look at those and figure out why they're being done manually and move them towards automation when we can. All of that in an effort to drive speed in their innovation cycle. We think that anytime someone's doing something manually, or ClickOps sometimes people refer to it, we find that that's time that they could get back. And we spend a lot of effort basically trying to make people happier so that they aren't up in the middle of the night trying to do changes. It happens automatically. Yeah.
Awesome. So maybe we'll close off. Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about Arctiq then. You guys have been around for a while at this point, but size, capabilities, your coverage area?
Well, we're a Canadian-based company employing Canadians, and we cover North America. And we also do some stuff overseas, depending on the customer and their footprint. We spend a lot of time with customers all over the world. In fact, I've got a time-shifted call with Japan for an insurance company later this week. And what we're doing is tackling a couple of different areas, but all development focused. Sometimes it's the actual platform engineering, sometimes it's the DevOps processes, sometimes it's API strategy, but we're helping everywhere that we can. Ultimately, what we want to do is help those developers drive the best possible customer experiences as well. That's why we're keenly interested in the evolution of like F5's distributed cloud as an example, where you can move the application as close to the customer as possible to give them the best possible experience, and to do it in a way that gives developers sort of frictionless access to the edge, which is really interesting.
Nice, very cool. All right, so a few reasons why you should be contacting Arctiq for your F5 and OpenShift or any Red Hat needs as well. I'm sure with a ton of other stuff as well. But thanks for joining me, Michael, today. Yep. Thank you, everybody, for checking out all of our Red Hat content. Again, you should be following myself on the socials, DevCentral on the socials. Follow Arctiq on the socials as well. We'll put some info for that down below. But otherwise, thank you for watching. On behalf of myself, Michael, and F5, see you on the next one.